Welcome to DYM Tech Tips. I'm Steve, and I'm going to show you a few things that you can do that will help you run a youth group or small group over Zoom. We're actually waiting for one other person to join this call right now, and oh, there he is, Doug Fields, everybody. Doug, how's it going? Awesome, good to hear. Hey, in this episode, we're going to talk about audio, and the first thing to do with audio is your microphone. Now, microphones don't have to be studio quality microphones in order to run a Zoom meeting. But what you do want to do is try to cut out any of the other noise that could be going on. One way to do that is just with proximity. A lot of times we use the microphone that is on our laptop, and that might be good, but if we can get that microphone any closer to our mouth, the better. One way to do that is to use headphones that came with your phone. They don't have to be the best quality. In fact, I'm running a set of headphones right now that's just taped to a little microphone stand. The second thing I want to talk about is muting. Now, muting is super important when you've got a bunch of people in the same room. So when you're not talking, try to mute your microphone and encourage others in the room to do the same thing. Muting is super simple. You can do that down here, and you can see when I hover over, it says there's actually a keyboard command of Command-Shift-A on a Mac to be able to mute and unmute the microphone. Get to know these keyboard shortcuts because they are super valuable to quickly mute and unmute, so that way nobody's hearing all the other stuff going on when you're not talking. The third thing that we're going to talk about is your speaker. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of speaker you're using because obviously that's just for you. But what is important is that you minimize the volume and proximity of that speaker to your microphone. What you don't want is to introduce an echo chamber to all of your students. A headphone is a great way to minimize that because now the speaker's directly in your ear. If you don't want to do that, just make sure your speakers are turned down low enough and ask some of your students whether or not they're hearing any kind of echo or feedback. And then encourage your students to do the same thing to turn their speakers down so that way they're not introducing another kind of feedback. That's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know, and if there's anything that you need help with, please comment below. Thanks.